Colonial period, 1600s, 1776. Dutch, colonial. The earliest European settlers in the region were the Dutch, and their influence is evident in some surviving Dutch colonial-style buildings, although few remain today. Federal and Greek revival, late 18th to mid-19th century. Federal style. After the American Revolution, the federal style became popular. Notable examples include the Hamilton Grange in Harlem. Greek revival. This style, characterized by columns and classical motifs, was prominent in the mid-19th century. The Merchants Exchange in Lower Manhattan is a notable example. Victorian and Gothic revival, mid-19th century. Victorian. The mid-19th century saw the rise of Victorian architecture with ornate details and eclectic designs. Brownstones and row houses in neighborhoods like Brooklyn Heights and Harlem exemplify this style. Gothic revival. Some churches and institutional buildings, such as Trinity Church in Lower Manhattan, adopted Gothic revival elements. Skyscraper boom, late 19th to early 20th century. The construction of skyscrapers became a defining feature of New York City's skyline during this period. Notable buildings include the Flatiron Building, 1902, and the Woolworth Building, 1913. Art Deco and Streamline Moderne, 1920s, 1940s. The Chrysler Building, 1930, and the Empire State Building, 1931, are iconic examples of Art Deco architecture contributing to the city's distinctive skyline. Post-war modernism, 1940s, 1970s. The United Nations Headquarters, 1952, and Lever House, 1952, represent the influence of modernism in New York City's architecture. Late 20th century and postmodernism, 1970s, 1990s. The World Trade Center Towers, 1973, were notable landmarks until their tragic destruction in 2001. Postmodern influences can be seen in buildings like the AT&T Building, now Sony Tower, by Philip Johnson. Contemporary architecture, late 20th century to present. New York City continues to evolve architecturally with contemporary designs. The High Line, a public park built on a former elevated railway track, and the development of Hudson Yards are examples of recent projects shaping the cityscape. Throughout its history, New York City has been a melting pot of architectural styles, reflecting the diversity and dynamism of the city and its inhabitants. The ongoing development of new structures and the preservation of historic landmarks contribute to the rich tapestry of New York's architectural heritage.